Alrighty, what's up y'all? Motorcycle therapy time. Now, I've done something like this before in the past. It's been a while since I've done it. It's a little bit of introspective view into myself to let you know why I think the way I think, why I do things I do, why I am the way I am. Because I'm an introvert, right? If you don't know what that is, it means I don't really fuck with people. That's a nice looking barn. I should get a picture, but I ain't. There's, you know, everything on life's a spectrum. There's your hermit style where they're just out in the woods and the forest with just the dog and the owls and the nature and all that. And I'm, you know, there's some folks that are introverted extroverts, whatever the fuck that is. I'm just your run-of-the-mill general purpose introvert. Don't like crowds, don't like people, don't like loud places, don't like a lot of activity. I need prep time if I am going to go somewhere. I need mucho prep time if somebody's trying to come over to my house and visit me, if you're not a romantic partner, or if you just want to do stuff like I am caring and kind and all that jazz. And I think I have discovered via therapy one of the reasons I'm an introvert. It is a personality thing. It could be a nature versus nurture thing, or a combination of all these elements. And I think I finally learning some terms, and I've known the words, but that shit didn't apply to me. I'm not that. I'm like, God damn it. I just learned through counseling, therapy, and a couple sessions with, not sessions, but yeah, a couple venting sessions with some of my peers during a recent thing. I mean, you've watched my channel or content, you've seen what my recent thing was. That I'm a giver, and that shit sounds so fucking stupid. Giver. So in my brain, there's givers, there's takers, there's reciprocators, and again, spectrum, right? So there's a fucking spectrum. I don't think some people are all takers and they're complete assholes, and I hate them, and I don't want to ever talk to them or be around them ever again. And I've recognized that throughout my life, that people just use you, abuse you, drain you dry, and they don't feel anything about it. They look at you like, what? What? You a bum. You a piece of shit. And then you got givers that are, you know, give you the shirt off their back, or just work themselves to the bone, and they'll just, you know, do things that are just way too much, and you're just like, yo, why would you do what you're hurt? I'm not that. I'm closer to the giver / reciprocator balance in between that two parts. I'm not giving you a shirt off my back. I'll go get you a shirt. We can go together. I'll take you to get a shirt. You can have my shirt. No. I mean, if I did, I could. I would. I always got on two shirts. That's a bad analogy. This is a good analogy because I'm always prepared. Yeah, so I could give you my shirt, but then I would be down to one shirt, and I don't like one shirt. I need two. It's a safety blanket thing. I guarantee you, it's a shirt on under this shirt. I got my A shirt, I got my regular shirt, and if I got on my uniform, I got my A shirt, I got my T-shirt, and I got my blouse. So I like to be prepped. Anyway, given that I am a giver from external feedback, I didn't come up with this myself. I was like, this is some bullshit. I don't want to be. And I kind of figured out why I don't like people. It's just I don't want to be used, because I know I don't want to say I'm gonna give in, but I know I'm gonna care. And I know there's people out here on this planet that don't fucking care. Like, I don't understand it. I don't get it, because I don't feel what they feel, and it creates an imbalance or a discrepancy in my brain, because I'm like, why don't you care? I'm giving and I'm doing, and you don't feel? Like, what is the problem? And my issue comes into where I don't require a large amount of reciprocation. I require some. I've used this analogy before. I compare myself to like a succulent, those little desert plants where I need a little bit of light, a little bit of water. I'm good. In fact, I wouldn't even know what to do with too much water. Like, I think I don't, because I think I've been breadcrumbed, new term as well, my whole life, to where I can survive off of very little, and I thrive because I'm like, I don't even need that much. The rest I got on my own. I have to say this as an adult male, but I'm independent. Like, I don't depend on nobody for shit. Nobody's ever come to rescue me. And I think growing up, that formed me into being what I am now. Like, I like what I am now because I don't need nobody. But also, it's like, fuck, I don't know what it is to have that. My damn GPS be pissing me off. I don't know if I like it or not, because like, to need somebody feels like, yo, I need you, and if you're not there, I'm completely fucked. and then I'm gonna have to do it on my own anyway, which I've had those feelings before, and they morphed me into what I am now. But that was as a young man, a young child, an older teenager, where I'm like, yo, too many people have let me down. I'm like, just fuck it, I got it. And then now I'm safe from all of that letdown. I also think I'm slightly shielded from, I don't know what I'm shielded from. I'm still trying to figure that part out. I can't put it into words. But given the fact that I say that I hate people, I do, but I don't. I do, but I don't, right? I've said in videos before that I don't want no new friends because I don't want to care about anybody else. I don't want to care about anybody else because I know that I have a tendency to give and not want anything back, and I know that's unhealthy. But at the same time, I'm like, I don't want to be the eye for an eye, you got to do a favor and I do a favor for you type dude. And then I'm like, that's not necessarily selfish because that's not my intent, right? I'm not the you got to do for me and I got to do. I'll do for you, and if you don't do for me, it's gonna hurt me. But then sometimes it don't stop me from doing for you, and that's where I gotta put them boundaries and stuff up, because it sucks. I'm so mean outwardly, where I tell people I don't give a fuck, or I don't care, or I don't need no more friends. I don't know that stuff, because that's me putting up my face shield of please don't approach. You know, they got the thing for the dog where it's like, do not approach, bites or whatever. Mine should say, do not approach, sensitive. Like, I don't want nobody to care about. I don't want to care about nobody else. I got my daughter, I got my very close friends, I got my buddies I've grown up with in the military, and I got people in my life that I value. I don't want to add no more to that because I just don't want to stretch myself thin. Now, I've been working on boundaries recently, especially with my daughter and stuff like that, trying to make sure our relationship's good. My ex-wife, my ex, everything's in my life, right? Apparently that's why they're all exes, put up boundaries. Anyway, it's one of those things where I'm like, hey, I use my daughter for example, because I use her for everything, and I'm like, bro, you ask me for money, you ask me for time, you ask me to do stuff, you want to go places, fix your car, I ask you, and I'm very consistent. I am robotically consistent, damn near predictable, even though sometimes I'm not, because I just do stuff out of the blue, because I try to change it, I try to make sure that I'm not being just a piece of shit dad, right? So we'll just spontaneously do stuff, and then when I want to go spontaneously do stuff, I pop in the room, I go, hey, let's go to the zoo, and she like, oh, I was about to, and I go, whoa, what is this on the nightstand? What is this on the floor? What is this under the bed? Why you got trash in your bed? What's under your pillowcase? I'm like, bro, I want to do stuff with you, for you, help you out. You want to do family time, we want to do daddy-daughter time. I ask you to clean your room, ask you to keep it clean, and ask you to be ready when it's time to go do stuff. Now, I have had to say, please stop doing this. In my head, I'm cussing her out, of course, come on. But outwardly, I'm like, daughter, we've had this talk. I've told you out of my mouth, into your ear holes, so that it can process through your brain beat, so that you don't have to be a psychic. You don't have to predict what your dad feels, because I need to express myself, because that's what therapy in life has taught me. Nobody's a fucking psychic. I gotta say the words. So I say, hey, daughter, this is how these things make me feel. I need you to reciprocate. I go work sometimes 2 jobs, many hours, working, you know, the skin off my fingertips. You know, I say that because I type a lot, but I'm in the military, I do the things, and I don't spend a lot of money on myself. I've had the same motorcycle for 8 years. I see people go through bikes like freaking underwear. I'm like, yo, I upgraded my bike. It took me 8 years to buy the saddlebags I just bought, because I'm just like, yo, I gotta save my money for my family. I gotta do stuff for my kid. I can't be wasting money on me. But then I'm like, yo, I'm going to work. I'm doing the work. It's my job. I've got both jobs. I applied and worked in both jobs. The same all in the military. But I'm like, yeah, nobody coming to work my hours for me, but y'all spending my money. And then I don't want money back, which is a whole other thing. If I give you money, I don't expect you to give me money unless you're borrowing money, and at the same time, I don't let people borrow money. I give it to you, and I'm just like, if you give it, great, because I've experienced that borrowing shit, and if I ain't got it, I ain't got it. Somebody has helped me out, and that taught me a lesson. One of my best buddies, I'll get back to my daughter's story in a minute. He loaned me some money years and years ago. My family sucked ass. I couldn't get a penny out of my mama. My truck died. I had to borrow money from her, and she held that over my head. I paid her back so fast. Ridiculous. My dad didn't pay for shit. I grew up, had to do all my own stuff. Found out he was paying for my stepbrother's stuff for years, and I'm like, bro, you made me. All right, cool. But anyway, when my buddy helped me out, I really appreciated that because he took a risk on me, and I made sure I would never, ever treat anybody like that. And I would always make sure I paid them back and make sure that their return on investment was worth their initial contribution to whatever it was. I think he helped me get my first motorcycle, or he helped me get my car to repo. I don't know, but it was during some bad times. I was broke. Yeah, I think it was the repo times, and that was huge to me. Anyway, I don't fuck people over, and I don't expect money back because of rare situations like that. So now that I have it to a point, and I'm being generous with time, money, effort, my skills as a computer repair person, as a technician of IT genre, of a person who knows how to do shit around the house, fix stuff, change stuff on cars, because I had to learn through the inability to pay for stuff when I was broke. I had to take whatever money I had, get the part, and learn how to do the fix on my own. So I've gained skills over the years, as most men should, as most people should. However, I'm supposed to use them for me. But when I give them to people, I expect some type of appreciation, some type of reciprocation. It could be kind words. It could be just the fact that you're not going to do this to me again and waste my time, or you're going to make better decisions in the future so that I don't have to do this anymore. My GPS is so annoying. Anyway, so when I apply those things now, as I've learned, to my daughter, I'm like, hey, bro, I work my ass off. I don't get to enjoy my money all the time. I do more now than I did in the past. And then I go, all I ask for you to do is stuff that requires almost no effort. Take the garbage out of your room and put it to the big garbage. Clean your room. Take the dishes from the room into the sink. Wash them. That'd be cool. Or how about this? How about you just not fuck up the room in the first place? Not that it don't have to be lived in. I'm not expecting it to be the white glove test. Just don't destroy your room. Again, of course, in my head, I'm saying the mean things, but outwardly, I'm going, hey, please correct this. You know how I feel about this. You know how this makes me feel. We just had a talk about reciprocation. I give you money. I do things for you. I take care of your car. I put gas in your car. I'm paying for your school. I am working. I'm trying to be a good dad. We're doing daddy-daughter stuff. We go for snacks. Can you do the thing that I haven't changed asking you to do since the beginning of time for you, since you were able to do and understand English? And of course, if my requirements do change, I will tell her. But for the most part, that goes across any relationship, personal, familial, work. I don't change. So to me, it's super easy to just do what I ask you to do, and that's my form of reciprocation. Which in real life, as much as I do for people, people should do way more for me, and it's hard for me to reconcile because I don't feel like I need it. I just feel like, hey, just be nice to me, treat me right, and I'll do all the heavy lifting. And yeah, that makes me shy away from people because you recognize a bad habit, so I'm trying to do anything I can to stop myself from doing it. I'm still trying to adjust my actual behavior because I feel bad if I can't do. Like my mom, this bitch, asked me for $10,000 one time, and I almost took out a loan for my thrift savings plan and TSP for military, basically 401k. And I'm like thinking in my head, I'm like, why are you asking me anything? I'm your youngest child. I'm 42 and I'm still the youngest child. I got an older brother and sister. Maybe I got my shit together more than them. Maybe I don't. But I'm like, why are you asking me? My mom has asked me to co-sign on vehicles for her. Didn't do it because I was like, I couldn't co-sign at the time because I had just got a vehicle, my old Avalanche, and I was like, I need to be able to keep my credit open so I can co-sign for my wife, my betrothed, my marriage life partner at the time. I'm like, how the fuck? You're my mom. Where is your husband? Which my stepdad still alive with her, was at the time, still is now. I'm like, y'all this. Why are you asking me for stuff? But I considered it. I thought about it. My mom asked me for, she asked me for veneers one time. Like, can you help me get the veneer out? Ma, who the fuck you smiling at? You got a husband. You don't need no new teeth. You better polish them old shits up and smile at that man in the living room. I'm like, yo, why are you asking me stuff? But I considered it. I did buy her glasses and stuff before, but again, her heat went out and she's old, and it was $10,000 for DTE to come in and do the stuff, and I was like, man, I gotta go take out a loan. My mom's need heat, so I'm not about to let the old folks be in the home freezing. And then my sister ended up also, my mom don't just ask me for shit, she asks anybody. It's just, you know, that's just how my mom's is. I love my mom, but truth is truth. Bitch, if you don't turn this motherfucker, we could have been gone. Now I'm about to die, getting hit by Optimus Prime. I'm passing you a get a chance. I should have been passed. Anyway, her heat had died, and it was 10 grand to get it done. And my sister was like, I'm doing some research. Didn't know that my mom's was over her house doing all kind of asking of her. I don't know what. It's not my stepdad. So it's my brother and my sister's dad. My mom's ex-husband before my dad and before her current husband, which is my actual stepdad. So she went 3 dudes back 40 plus years ago to ask. I mean, everybody's still kind of close, right? To ask this man for money. And my sister was like, no, don't ask him. Don't ask. I'm like, he's married. I'm like, you went. And then my sister was like, don't worry about it. I got it taken care of. They had some kind of old folks program where they could do repair installations for people, elderly, and it was either prorated or it was completely free. She did a little bit of research and was done. I'm like, cool. I had brought that up later that, I was kind of feeling the way about my family always asking me for stuff, and I sent out a massive text. I was like, look, I'm good for a minute. I need to chill out. I'm about to go just be on my own and, be at the crib. Don't nobody ask me for nothing because I'm feeling like y'all using me. My mom was like, well, son, if you need something, let me know. I ain't never asked you for money. I literally still had, this was years ago. Again, most of my stuff is either years ago or it don't matter. It's true. And I'm like, I still have the text to this day where I was asked by my stepdad, of course via my mom, if I was, able to come up with $10,000 to help them and in fact that I didn't even know that their heat was out. I didn't even know she was living with my sister. Somebody tells me stuff last minute when they need the money, and I'm like, okay, let me get it together. Let me go take out this loan. Found out that information from my sister. I go, what the fuck? She knew this before she asked me for. I'm like, why would you ask me for 10? I got a family. I got a kid to take care of, and I'm stressing, thinking that I need to do this. And then in all actuality, I was just about to be used again. So my discernment and my filters for bullshittery are absolutely pristine now. They are tuned in because I don't want to get used. And now I don't really cut people off. If I do have to cut you off, we're going to have a conversation. I'm not going to say I'm cutting you off, but I'm going to say in some form or fashion, I'm cutting you off. I can't fuck with you like that. But still care about you, but you're not going to keep abusing me and I don't get nothing back. Now when it comes to my daughter, but much more nuanced, where it's not I'm going to say I'm going to cut my daughter off because my dad did that to me and I didn't do shit to him. Will never fucking abandon my daughter. Will never cut her off. But I will say, hey, I'm not about to keep giving you gas money so you can drive around and hang out with your friends, and then I take you places, and then I fix your car, and then you go do things. You put wear and tear in the tires that I bought to fix your motor vehicle. You have no job, and the only thing I'm asking you to do is clean your room, take the garbage out, keep the food that you don't eat out of the way so my dogs don't get sick because I don't feed them greasy human food, and de-stink my room. Smell like old teenager booty in here. It's gross. I don't want that. De-stink your room, my house. I don't want that. Easy sauce for you. And you leave my house and you go do the things, and I walk back in and I go garbage, trash, food, cups, plates, bowls, knives, forks in your room. But I explained clearly all the things I need from you, which are tiny in comparison to the things I give to you. No. I'm not cutting you off, but I am limiting your access to my resources because you ain't working for them. If I'm working for them, you gotta work for them. It don't have to be that much work, but it has to be the work that I need from you for me to give you the things that you want from me. Does that make sense? Yeah. Now, I'm applying that to everything and everyone else in my life because I hide in my hidey hole and I don't want new relationships and I don't want to meet new people. I don't want new friends. Partially because I failed to apply my boundaries or have them. I'm still gonna feel, still gonna care. But y'all gonna have to care a whole lot more about your shit than I do and put in the effort to get what you need from me, if I even consider it, because now I have to consider that as well. myself. I'm out.